Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram. Sit down, fasten your seatbelts. I haven't listened to anybody's video on this. I intentionally didn't do it because I didn't want to be brain. Oh shit! A fight broke out overseas. Um, but I, I want to talk about something about Demarcus Cousins going to the Golden State Warriors, and people are up in arms and mad and angry and pissed off. And let me tell you guys something. Everyone has said and heard the notion I work smarter, not harder. Everyone believes in this competition thing. You go and you go compete and you do X, Y, Z. Let me tell you something. When you look, since my subscriber base is 95% men, when you look for a wife, you look for a woman that you believe that can take you to the stratosphere and beyond, right? When you are looking for a team for your kid, AAU team, whether it be baseball, basketball, volleyball, whatever it may be, right? Or it's an orchestra. You look for the best team where they travel, they do everything, and X, Y, Z. Let me tell you about the 9 to 5 mentality. The 95 and 75, 80% of us are 9 to 5 mentality, probably. I don't know what the percentages are, but the majority of America, right? And you may have an entrepreneurship, you may have a business as well. So maybe I'm talking to, but the 9 to 5 mentality brainwashes you to believe that you got to work hard. You can't miss a day of work. If you miss a day of work, you're weak, you're feeble. You're not working as hard. You're not loyal. Listen, are you loyal to them or are you loyal to you? And at the end of the day, I want as many contracts as I can get. And the way I get as many contracts as I can get, I play with 5 other great players. I don't have to work hard every night like LeBron James. He never missed a game, played 82 games, led the NBA in minutes last season. I don't want to do that. I want to be Antoine Jameson, get 3 max contracts. I believe Antoine Jameson got 3 max contracts. I want to be Kevin Garnett. I want to be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and play 20 years. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played 20 years in today's NBA, what, $300 million he would be worth in salaries, you know? So Shaquille O'Neal, you know, imagine if he didn't have to work hard in Orlando, his early days in Orlando. He had 4 other Hall of Famers. With Golden State has 5. Golden State has potentially 5 Hall of Famers in their prime. The Lakers had it, but if Byron Scott makes the Hall of Fame, all the other 4 will make the Hall of Fame, right? James Worthy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Byron Scott. Oh, AC Green may not make the Hall of Fame, but you guys get my point. But look at the Boston Celtics; they're starting 5. The big 3 up front: Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge came off the bench. Who was the 2 guard for the Boston Celtics? Put it in the comment section. I'm drawing the blank right now. Damn, who was the 2 guard? Larry Bird. I know Kevin McHale came off the bench early in his career, but the big 3: Larry Bird. Was it Jim Paxson? Jim Paxson was a 2 guard, right, for the Boston Celtics, right? I think it was Jim Paxson. He's not a Hall of Famer, but Dennis Johnson, Parrish, McHale, and Bird, 4 to 5 are all Hall of Famers, and they all played in their prime. So at the end of the day, it's the 9 to 5 mentality that's bamboozled y'all. Fuck the NBA, fuck the NFL, fuck the NHL, fuck the MLB. You guys are falling in love with these corporate guys that got. See, when you work a 9 to 5, peripherally, subconsciously, you fall in love with the umbrella mentality. You fall in love with the logo that's on your polo. You fall in love with the logo that's on the jersey. Nigga, those NBA players are sole proprietors at the end of the day. Sole proprietors. They are individual businesses. And you guys are thinking, oh, that's my team. Listen, everything you do with a team costs you money. Nothing is free when you're supporting a professional team. I repeat, nothing is free when you're supporting a professional team. If you're sitting at home, you're paying for electricity. If you're at the game, you're paying for food, parking, ticket, etc. All right. So let's get that through our brain. These NBA teams don't owe you anything, and you need to get out of that 9 to 5 mentality is fucking up your whole entire brain and how you view the world. Right? You like having dirt in your nails and calluses on your hands and coming home at 5 o'clock and you're tired, but you got to do homework with your two kids, with your two kids, and et cetera, et cetera. You know, that shit is gone. What's today's date? Let me check today's date. I don't even know what the date is. That's how. I want to encourage y'all. I literally want to encourage y'all. It's the let me look on. It's the second, 11:44, Monday, July 2nd. Today is the first day. I haven't even. I didn't. I mean, I worked today a little bit. I looked for another property. You know, I'm in the hunt. You guys know every 4 months, 6 months, I buy a new building. So, um, let me say this: it's the first of the month, and I didn't work 40 hours none this month. None. I haven't worked 40 hours. I'm gonna be honest with you. I spent more time in the gym working out than I've spent uh, on my properties. I've made. I mean, I get up early. I play the stock market. I I do certain things. I'm writing a script. I'm writing books. I'm doing all of this stuff. So don't get me wrong. I'm not working, but these are all like love things I enjoy doing. You know, by the 6th of this month, my bank account is going to look absorbent. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to say this. I don't have a 9 to 5 mentality. I want Kevin Durant to get all of the money possible. I want uh what's the kid's name? Chris Paul to make $40 million a year. I don't frown at none of that. Go watch my video, um, the Earl Spence weekend fight, and I was telling Jamel and Jamal Charlo, I was saying, listen, my job is to build your brand. So, because your fight is the kid from Baltimore, Jared Hurd. My job is to build your profile so big that y'all garnish as much money as possible. That's my responsibility. My job is to protect the black fighter and build your brand. That's all I'm there for. And at the end of the day, y'all motherfuckers are so misconstrued, so washed up. I'm gonna watch y'all videos after I do this video. But it just amazes me the 9 to 5 mentality. How y'all believe in team. Now listen, I was like if you guys follow me, I was a great teammate in college. I was a backup wide receiver. You know what I mean? Some of my teammates follow me, and I want you guys to chime in on this video. I was a great teammate. You understand? I wasn't the best player. You know what I mean? I picked up football in college. I didn't play in high school. You know, I would just now the camaraderie. I get all of that. Once you are part of a team, you are a part of a team. But when you are a part of a team, you understand. You 1,000% understand at this level. You are a sole proprietor. You got to go get your money. Everybody respects all of that, right? Now, the media is going to give you kudos and say, "Oh man, you're a great teammate. You gave up $10 million a year to go sacrifice for this team and make $3 million a year, and you got 4 kids." Man, give me a fucking break. I remember when I was a teacher, they brought you down. If you taught all 180 days a year, they brought you down to the they brought you down to the what do you call that shit? The district office and gave you a certificate for not missing a day's work that year. Nigga, a certificate, not a raise, not a bonus, not a day off, not a day off. They gave you a certificate. My best friend in high school, I bumped into him last week when I went to the Santa Monica Pier. As you guys know, my 11th, oh, you guys, some of you don't know. Most of you don't know because my channel was smaller than my 11th and 12th grade year. I went to Venice High School. I got kicked out of Washington High School because I punched the teacher, my math teacher. Right, I got in a fight with the teacher and I punched him and yada. So I got kicked out of Washington, went to Fremont for a semester, and that was hell. And then I transferred to Venice High School. And my 11th and 12th grade year, I grew up on the West Side. So I went to Santa Monica, and and one of my great friends in high school, right? He's been working at a job for 20 years. He told me, he said, he said on my 15-year anniversary, they gave me a $5,000 bonus. And he said he's this is next year be his 20th year. He said they're gonna give him a $6,000 bonus for 20 years. In my head, I was thinking like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? $6,000 out of my mouth saying, man, that's amazing. Don't you know, like four units, I make $6,000. Like if they're paying $1,500 a month, for my units, I'm making $6,000 a month. And honestly, I don't even I mean, there's some months I don't even get to that building. I mean, I shouldn't say that publicly because I want, you know what I mean? Like somebody, I don't, maybe none of my tenants will follow me, probably not. But like I'm being real G with y'all. That 9 to 5 mentality is gonna fuck your brain up, and it's fucking up your mentality, and you're thinking, uh, Kevin Durant's a sellout for staying in Golden State, and Demarcus Cousins is out. No, Demarcus Cousins is a genius because even if he doesn't get a max contract, he's extended his basketball life. Right? He's extended. No one's going to work harder in the NBA than LeBron James next season. No one's going to work smarter in the NBA than all 5 of them Golden State Warriors the second half of the season when DeMarcus Cousins is healthy. Oh man, they about to. Oh my God, They about to win 68 games, 65 games, whatever the case may be. Cruise through the first round, cruise through the second round. They might get a formidable task in the Western Conference Finals. I don't know. You know, injuries and everything. Barring there's no major injuries through the best players. You know what I mean? Golden State gonna win the next 2 NBA championships. With or without DeMarcus Cousins, they're gonna win the next 2 NBA championships. And I think the third year is when the Lakers will be revived. I never thought Houston had a chance. You know, um, to individual based basketball. You know what I mean? They don't have a way to slow down the game and throw the ball into the post and save some possessions because you can't out possession Golden State and you can't outscore Golden State because they're going to shoot at a higher percentage than you for a 7-game series. That is a fact. So what you got to do, you got to take possessions away if you want to beat Golden State. And how you do that is throwing the ball in the post, right? And the only way you can take away their players is if you get them in foul trouble. That's the only way. Because they're not going to miss for long. All right? So at the end of the day, I'll digress back into why I did this video. That 9 to 5 mentality is fucking up your head. Because if I'm a sole proprietor and I have a business, I want the best of the best working for me. Right? Those Fortune 500 companies, they know who's the best and the best at Harvard. They knows who the best and the best at Hampton. They knows who's the best and best at Norfolk State. You know, Bethune-Cookman. They know who the best of the best are. Florida A&M. They know who the best students are. And they go recruit them. Those businesses, they go recruit the best of the best. And we're satisfied with them recruiting the best of the best. But we're not satisfied with sole proprietors, right? A Kevin Garnett or Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, putting their forces together and being great. But a Fortune 500 company can do it, right? They can get the best person from Hampton, the best person from Princeton, the best person from Florida A&M, and put them on the marketing team, right? And it's okay, and it's okay, right? It's looked upon as great. It's looked upon as beautiful, genius move, right? You got a great think tank, right? But if you do it in professional sports, you're a sellout. I never understood that. I never criticized LeBron James. At the end of the day, he raised millions of dollars for little kids all over America. No one has ever done that on that level. You guys mad at LeBron because he went to Miami. You guys mad at LeBron because he went to the Lakers. And now you're pissed off at Golden State for building this super team. I'm not mad at all. Get your money, get your money, get your money. That's all I'm going to say, man. And at the end of the day, these guys are doing the right thing. Get your money and play as long as you can. Man, I mean, the best job in the NBA is being a ninth player. You don't have to play every day and you're going to get $1 million. That's the best job in the world. That is the best job in the world. Or the 10th player. You know what I mean? Where you're just out of the rotation, but you're good enough to be in. That's the best job in the world right there, right? And you want to stick around like a John Sally, like a Ron Harper. You know what I mean? Like just be a back. I mean, I'm not advising you to, but I'm just saying, like, stealing money. You want to steal time. Like how me as a 41 or soon to be 41-year-old man, I'm competing against Father Time every day by going to the gym. I'm stealing time, right? And I'm stealing all these checks while playing for Golden State. I'm stealing this free money. Only got to play 27 minutes a night. And only 20 minutes are intense. Because we done blew the team out 6 minutes left in the third quarter. We're up by 19 to 25 points. Who doesn't want that life? Who doesn't want to be the Beatles? Right? Jay-Z and Beyonce. I bought tickets to Jay-Z and Beyonce tour. The best female artist and the best male artist of my era. Some may say Drake is that dude now, but I'm 40 years old. Jay-Z is the best male artist for a 40-year-old black man that thrives on his culture. And Beyonce is that. I believe she's 8 years young or whatever, but she is the woman, right? That's a super team. You guys aren't mad. You guys that say, oh, that's cheating. Oh, you got Beyonce and Jay-Z on a tour. That's not fair. That's not fair. I just bought tickets to see Miguel and Division, DVSN in concert in LA in September. Oh, that's cheating. That's not fair. Oh, you should have put Bow Wow on a tour. You can't have two great groups, two great people on a tour at one time. Right? You didn't say, oh, the Jackson 5, all y'all are great. No, that's too much. You guys can't do that. No, that's not fair. Right? You didn't tell Gladys Knight she had to get rid of one pip. Right? But in terms of the NBA, they got these, they have marketed the NBA and this team concept and this media has bamboozled y'all to believe that they care about y'all. It is the greatest hustle of all time. One of the greatest hustles of all time is making the fans believe that they are important. You're not important. And it's the sad, hard reality, truth. You're not, you have value, but you're not important. All right? Let's get that understood. And you guys are going to rebuttal me in the comment section. Well, do you have the number to the GM? Do you have the number? If you're important, right, and you're a season ticket holder, if they can't replace you, you have value. So in LA, you give up your season tickets, you're replaced. And the Green Bay Packers, you give up your season ticket, you're replaced. But if you go to like a small market where they're not selling, you have value. Strength is always in numbers, right? But in these major markets, like all these NBA teams are primarily in major markets, man, they can care less, man. these ESPNs and the ABC is ESPN, but Fox, wherever they play these NBA games, that's where they're making their money at. The gate is cool, but I need this NBA TV money. That's where the money's at. Disney is paying all this money to televise these NBA games. And it's a collective bargaining group. So it doesn't matter if the Atlanta Hawks aren't selling out games. They're getting the TV money. All right, they get the TV money. It's not like the NFL where if they don't sell out, your home team isn't playing it in your region. No, it's not happening like that. When the Raiders came, they never sold out. So I never saw the Raiders as a kid when they played at the Coliseum. But at the end of the day, that 9 to 5 mentality is going to hurt and kill your ability to understand what it's like to be a sole proprietor and an entrepreneur. You guys want calluses on your hands and dirt in your nails. I want none of that. None of that. I want to I want to walk into my walk-in closet and make a decision. Do I want to wear Gucci today? Do I want to wear Louis Vuitton? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to wear shorts? Do I want to wear jeans? Do I want to take my son and my daughter to the beach? Uh, uh, am I going to drive a black Tesla today? A white Tesla today? When I have my Bentley, do I want to drive my Bentley today? That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's the best. I'm telling you, man. Some days I get up at 3 o'clock, bust my ass for 2 hours, play the stock market. I'll make $5,000 that day. I'll make $10,000 that day. I'll lose $2,000 that day. You understand? My day starts early playing the stock market. I don't do it every day, but when I'm in my ultra aggressive mode, like I'm in now, like I'm cutting weight and I'm getting in shape, I get really aggressive and I want to make money and I just want to do shit, right? And so, and that's the mindset I believe. I'm not, I don't know. I'm not an expert on this, but that's where I believe where the growth is. The growth, like the ultra growth, right? Is you taking the initiative and being a sole proprietor and an entrepreneur where there are no ceilings. Because if you have a job, a 9 to 5 job, there is a cap. When I was a school teacher, my cap was $72,000 to $77,000, probably depending on my education levels. I had a cap. No matter how great I was in the classroom, no matter how many degrees made a difference, but no matter how great I was in the classroom, it was always predicated upon years and education experiences. How many units I had. Wherever that met, that's what it was. My first job I made as a school teacher, I made $28,000 a year. I made $28,000 a year. I made $28,000 a year as a educated college graduate school teacher. I would have slapped myself for taking that job. But I didn't know any better. I didn't know the value of money. I didn't know my value. You understand? I was just excited. I was making $2,000 a month and I thought I was the shit. And then Sally Mae started coming in January, 6 months after I graduated. Like, oh shit, Sally Mae, let's put this shit in deferment. And I went to school and that deferred it a little bit longer, and you know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, man, that 9 to 5 mentality, and you guys, and the funny thing is, you don't even know your 9 to 5 mentality is forcing you to believe this. Because if you had the courage, if you genuinely believed in yourself, you and your favorite best friend, your A-level best friend, you guys would save up your paychecks, start your own business, and watch it blow up. I guarantee you'll be successful at some level, but you're too afraid. You're very comfortable in that 9 to 5 mentality, and you're projecting that 9 to 5 mentality on a Demarcus Cousins. Let that nigga go work. Let that nigga go play 15 minutes a game and get an NBA championship. Let him live. Let him. How about you live? How about you wake up every day like it's Saturday morning? Have you ever thought about wanting to do that? Wake up every day like it's Saturday morning where you can go play soccer with your son. My son been going, you know, my biggest anxiety, and all my friends know this, is my son been going to work with me every day for 4 years. When he was born, he was going to work with me every day. Every day. You guys probably heard him in my videos. I didn't show him when he was younger because there's no point. He's a little baby. But he was, when I was remodeling apartments, he was with me every day, man. I loved it. I love taking my son to work. When I was in court last week, my son was with me in court last week. Like, my biggest anxiety, I wouldn't call it anxiety, but like the separation is like, I won't have my son. He's in school for the next 13 years now. I've had him for 4. Like, that hurts me that I'm not going to have my son every day. He has to go and be educated. I have my daughter, yes, you know, she's coming up through the ladder, you know. We gonna and then in 4 years, and 3.5, 2.5, 3.5 years, I'm gonna have to let her go to school. So at the end of the day, that nine, you don't know that 9 to 5 mentality is projecting upon how you feel about the NBA. NBA can give two shits about you. All right. All right. All they care about is the major sponsors and that TV deal in these major markets. And if Atlanta and Orlando and the Pelicans and New Orleans, whoever don't do well, they have a collective bargain agreement with the TV. It don't matter. They're gonna get their money. Those the fans that sit up in the 300 section and they root and they buy all the beers and they buy tickets once a year. It's 5 million of them. All right, but there's only one Budweiser. It's only one Corona. That's what they're going after. And I hate to be. I'm not being Debbie Downer. I'm just telling you what you ignore. You willingly ignore this information. Now I want you to still root for your favorite team, and I mean, it allows us for 3 hours a day to forget about quote unquote the problems we have in our life. That's a whole nother narrative that I think I need to do a video. Sports alleviate 3 hours a day. Sports helps us forget about the problems we have in our life. So sports is so the other. If you flip the coin, sports is your savior. No, you're your own savior, you dumb motherfucker. Man, I'm giving too many gems in this video. You guys not even gonna get it. You guys gonna curse me out in the fucking comment section and but I don't mind. I don't mind. But I'm gonna tell you guys this: working for yourself is the best thing ever. I can make $28,000 in my sleep now. I take that back. I literally make minimum $28,000 a year in my sleep. Easy. I mean, easy, easy, easy. $28,000 is the easiest thing I can do. I'm doing my living trust right now, right? Because of my daughter. I'm adding my daughter to the living trust and everything. And there's room for a lot of growth. There's room for a lot of growth because I have a lot of equity that I need to in properties that I need to start maneuvering and I need to be more and more aggressive, more and more savvy. And I know what to do, but I'm sitting on the equity and I'm trying to like get in, you're trying to get in perfectly. There's no such thing as a perfect piece of property, you know, and so I need to start dance. I need to do a little bit more dancing, you know what I mean? So uh, but at the end of the day, that 9 to 5 mentality is fucking y'all up. Who the fuck is mad at Demarcus Cousins? Why are you mad at Kevin Durant for going to Golden State? Why are you mad at LeBron James for going to Miami? Who gives a fuck about competition? You know how you become great? Having all the consumers forget about the competition. McDonald's is great. When you think of a burger, you don't think Burger King. That's a secondary reaction. When you think of coffee, you don't think of Coffee Bean, you think of Starbucks. Coffee Bean is a secondary thought. The primary thought when you think of coffee is Starbucks. The primary thought when you think of hamburger fast food, McDonald's. Right? When you think of the NBA right now, these 17-year-old kids, the first emblem they think of is the Golden Gate Bridge, which is the Golden State Warriors. And now, I guarantee you, they're gonna make they're gonna implement so many different changes in the free agency market because of what's going on right now. I guarantee you to create this even level playing field. But you can't in a capitalist society. Capitalism, let capitalism take its course, right? We believe in capitalism. Let capitalism take its course. The greedy get greedier and the hungry get hungrier. That's it. If you don't want to be hungry, train your mind to be greedy. Get everything you're supposed to get. Oh, but no, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be a pacifist. I'm going to be a Christian. I'm going to be Muslim. I'm going to be Protestant. I'm going to be Jehovah's Witness. I'm going to sit on my hands and pray for it to come. It'll come to my front door, and I'm gonna be like, "Wow, thank you, Jesus, Allah, hoda kada 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 kada." It happened. Life ain't life doesn't happen like that, y'all. I'm just being candidly honest with you. But anyways, man, it's a 30-minute video. If I go any further, you guys aren't going to watch the end of it. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free. Hit the subscribe button. Stop projecting that 9 to 5 mentality off of people who believe in themselves. All right? Barbershop conversations. I'm gone. Peace.